What's up, ladies and gentlemen, back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a review on The Hollow Crown. The Hollow Crown starring Ben Whishaw, Jeremy Irons, and Tom Hiddleston. Now, The Hollow Crown is a series of films or movies based off of the works of William Shakespeare. And then this DVD box set right here revolves around three kings, one played by Ben Whishaw, Jeremy Irons, and Tom Hiddleston. And it covers, what should we call it, King Richard II, Henry the Fourth, Part 1 and 2, and Henry the Fifth. As you can see, these are the cover stars right here, which I named: Ben Whishaw, Jeremy Irons, and Tom Hiddleston. Each of these series of movies in this series are at least 2 hours long. It covers a total of 8 hours and 48 minutes, which I took my time watching this whole series so that I could fully get engulfed into all the characters and the work of William Shakespeare. Speaking of which, when it comes to the dialogue for this series, they do talk and speak in Shakespearean language and kind of mix it up between the Shakespearean language and then I guess like the regular English language when you watch the movie. That's something that I didn't notice at first, but as I was watching it, I noticed how the tone and the way they would speak and whatnot. So I was like, okay, you know, there's parts of these films where they're speaking very Shakespearean, and then there's other parts where they're just talking, you know, regular plain English and whatnot. Also, it's not all, you know, a period and dramatic piece. There are some battle scenes or some action scenes in here, so if you're into that sort of thing, you know, the whole thing with the sword and shield, you'll probably take a liking to that as well. But yeah, you get to see numerous actors in there besides the three leads: Ben Whishaw as King Richard II, and Jeremy Irons as Henry the Fourth, and Tom Hiddleston as Henry the Fifth. There are other actors in this series that play more supporting roles that you may recognize, such as Patrick Stewart from, you know, Star Trek: The Next Generation, as well as the Fox X-Men movies, and David Morrissey, which I believe he was in some of the Doctor Who episodes, as well as The Walking Dead, which I believe he was known for playing one of the villains in The Walking Dead. I believe he played the governor. So you got some of that on there, you know. Besides the main leads, there are some recognizable actors that play supporting roles in this film series. Each of these actors, Ben Whishaw, Jeremy Irons, and Tom Hiddleston, they all give their own outstanding dramatic performances, each staying apart from one another, you know, and kind of shows you their acting range on them portraying each of the kings revolved around these stories right here in this DVD box set. And of course, before you even get to Henry V, you get his introduction in Henry the Fourth, Part 1 as Prince Hal. So from there, you know, Tom Hiddleston's performance as Prince Hal, he comes off as very outgoing, very charming, very witty. And then once he, finally wears the crown as Henry V, that's when you kind of see the change in his demeanor. He becomes more authoritative, more about making much wiser choices rather than being a complete goofball that likes to party and go out and drink and basically take little cheap jabs about his father Henry V every now and then, which I would like to mention that Tom Hiddleston does a very good Jeremy Irons impression when I was watching Henry the Fourth Part 1, because you get his introduction right off the bat before they end up introducing Henry the Fourth himself, played by Jeremy Irons, and then you kind of see the chemistry between Jeremy Irons and Tom Hiddleston as the series goes on, before it revolves around Tom Hiddleston himself as Henry V. So I thought that was cool about that, and see how the tie it all together to complete the whole story arc. Well, Ben Whishaw, he gives his own dramatic performance as King Richard II, and you see his whole thing with his rise and fall, but yeah, they pretty much picked three great leads for this series. And if you're really into William Shakespeare and you're into dramatic pyramid pieces, then I highly recommend you watch The Hollow Crown. I already put an order in for I guess the sequel series to this called The Hollow Crown: The War of the Roses, starring Cumberbatch, which of course he's known for doing the whole Sherlock Holmes TV series, and then of course he was Doctor Strange in the MCU movies, but yeah, I plan on doing a review to that, so that way I'm covering the whole Hollow Crown series in its entirety. But right now, this is my review on The Hollow Crown, featuring Ben Whishaw, Jeremy Irons, and Tom Hiddleston. Now, if I were to give a final grade for The Hollow Crown starring these three leading actors, I'd have to give it a solid A+. Last time I think I was reading anything William Shakespeare related was probably maybe a decade and a half ago. I think I bought a whole a compilation of his past plays. I don't know whatever happened to that book again. But this is like a great refresher right here, watching these play out on a big budget production, his work. But yeah, it's a mixture of, drama, and there are some, like I said, some action sequences in there when it comes to, the fights on the battlefield. And overall, it's a pretty good period piece, and you kind of, dive into, these characters, from William Shakespeare's, plays and whatnot. But yeah, it's definitely worth the watch if you're into these three actors: Ben Whishaw, Jeremy Irons, and of course Tom Hiddleston. And if you're a fan of William Shakespeare's work in general, you're probably going to be checking out this film series regardless, as well as the sequel that I'm going to be also doing a review on, the Wars of the Roses. So that pretty much sums up my thoughts and reviews on The Hollow Crown, starring Ben Whishaw, Jeremy Irons, and Tom Hiddleston. Have you seen this series? Are you familiar with William Shakespeare's work in general? Do you have a favorite play of his? Do you have a favorite out of this entire series right here, at least the one that I'm reviewing right now? involving King Richard II, Henry the Fourth, and Henry the Fifth. Let me know and comment below if you want to see more videos like this here on this channel. I have a whole catalog of movie and TV show reviews you can check out here, as well as other similar content such as my DVD and Blu-ray hauls, my movie reviews, my unboxing videos, and my Fun Adventures YouTube vlogs, and other numerous content. So if you want to stick around for more, then make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys around for the next video. Have a great day now. Peace.